You know that old saying that the fans love to use, there's levels to this stuff? Well, there are levels to this stuff. And it showed. You know, Lomachenko was a different level. But I don't think anyone expected it to be that clear or that dominant or that significant a gap. Lomachenko also is one of the great fighters of our era, of this time right now. He's one of the, two-time gold medalist, 3-division champion, started at featherweight, went up to junior lightweight, then lightweight, and won a world title in his third fight, I believe. I mean, this guy is special. This guy is one of, I'll use the word again. There's no need to look for any other superlatives or any other, fancy word. This guy's great. This guy is one of our great fighters, and he did it the way Lomachenko does it. Early in his career, he would do it more just coming forward, making you miss and taking you apart, breaking you down, pulling your soul out of your chest, taking away your drive, taking away your hope, like a kung fu fighter putting his hand into the guy's chest and pulling his heart out. He would make guys submit just by putting pressure. They couldn't hit him. He was hitting them, getting to the side. He's 36 years old now. He does it in more moderation and spots there. But what he did the other night was vintage. It was really a class of the sweet science. If anyone wondered what the sweet science is supposed to be, hit and don't get hit, he gave on a clinic of the sweet science, in and out. And he's still got, my friend Pedro wanted to make sure he said this because he listens to everything, Pedro Martinez Fraga. And he said, Teddy, you said a couple years ago that Lomachenko had the best legs in boxing. And that, at 36, that could be up for not dispute as much as, it could be between a few other guys too, maybe, because, Bivol being one of those guys, because now he's starting to slow down. But I'm gonna go back and say he's still got the best legs in boxing. After that performance the other night, wow, he's still got the best legs in boxing. He was just sensational. He was, again, I used to call him the mechanic, and the other night I could only call him the professor. And class was in session. That's how you do it. If you're capable of understanding really what boxing's about, that's what you do. You hit and you don't get hit, and you control your opponent in all aspects of the game, all ways. I did say when we were trying to come up with all the different possibilities in that fight, I said, look, I like Loma. Loma's going to win the fight. But when we were trying to come up with all the different possibilities of the props with my bookie, I said that Loma, I could see Loma possibly stopping him late with a body shot. I did say that, didn't I? I'm not imagining things, am I?
No, that's right. Yeah, no, that's exactly what you said.
He's a really good body puncher. And he mixed it up beautifully, just beautifully, going to the sides and spots, countering to the head with his southpaw left hand, using his southpaw right jab to set the table, and then he went and he ate with the left hand. And he was just, you could see he was just getting ready for the main course. And then the main course turned out to be liver served on a platter. That was the main course when he finished it with the body. And when he finished it in the 11th round, he scored a knockdown to the head. The referee didn't get it because they got close to each other, and it looked like he pushed him to the ground. They got close. So the referee missed that. It was a left hand to the head that dropped Kambosos. But then seconds after that, he dropped him with a body shot, and then he dropped him again with a body shot, and he ended the fight. So really he had 3 knockdowns, if you really want to count them. As far as the analysis of the fight, I gave you most of it already, but Loma was just a boss. He was a monster, but a smart monster, without having to have fangs and teeth and claw you to death. He was piranha. You know, he was like watching one of those movies, those where you see the piranha attack somebody in the water and they take pieces of them, pieces. He was the piranha. He was a swan. He wasn't a great white shark. He wasn't a killer whale. He wasn't a crocodile. He was piranha. He was taking little bites all night until there was nothing left. And that's just a skeleton was left. And that's what he did. And give credit to Kambosos. What a game effort. What a game effort. But, man, he just took him apart brick by brick, piece by piece. His jab, controlling range, his legs, in and out. His defense set up his offense. They worked in harmony. It was just perfect. And his defense, some of it was head movement, some of it was legs. He makes you miss stepping out, then he steps back and he makes you pay. Sometimes he'll move his head, make you miss, and counter you right there. He'll go up and down, mix it up. He gets you thinking about the head. He goes down at the perfectly placed time to go downstairs to the body. He stepped to the side a couple times. Vintage. That's his signature, one of his signature moves. And there was a couple rounds where he got touched, where Kambosos tried. He touched him with the jab a little. I thought Kambosos should have used more feints. I don't know if he used any feints. Feint Loma, make him make his move. He's so tricky. He's so clever. Make him make his move to step out and then go get him. Don't go try to get him without the feint, because then you're going to miss and you're going to fall into what he wants you to, into space, into oblivion, into a trap, into a problem. I also thought that Kambosos could have went to the body more. He couldn't hit him, for the most part, to the head, right? Go to the body. The body is easier to hit, and you slow down the legs as much as you can. Go to the body. Find a way, even if it's with the jab, which is a little easier to find the body than sometimes to get in position to find it with a power punch. But it was just exquisite. He represents what boxing is meant to be. You hit the guy and you don't let him hit you. You control the guy. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful performance. And I'm sure everybody enjoyed it. Or at least I'm not sure that the people there that were fans of Kambosos down under completely enjoyed it. But you know what? I'll qualify that. Of course, they were fans of Kambosos in Australia. They didn't enjoy it. But when I qualify it, you had to appreciate, no matter what side of the fence you are rooting for, you had to appreciate the skill level. Yeah,
for sure.
I think so, Ken.
Yeah, it was like you said. It was like vintage Loma. So fast, so smooth, so calm in the pocket. Just incredible.
He had Kambosos some rounds basically shadow boxing. The only difference was his shadow was beating the crap out of him. You know what I mean? His shadow. Usually the shadow don't hit you back. Ken? Usually shadow boxing is a safe practice. But I couldn't help but think of that. I said, wow. I said, it's like he's shadow boxing, because when you shadow box, you hit in the air, right? You're not hitting anything. No. But the only difference was the air was hitting him back in this particular case. It really was something to watch.